Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? You got the King Games 98 here, joined by
Mr. Gamer Squatch.
and for today's video,
I remembered who my name was.
that's good. I would hope so. For today's video, I thought I would do something really different. Now, for those watching this, you don't know this, but for the last, I don't know,
30 years I've been working with the KGB.
Yeah.
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 They're still around.
I don't know. I'll say like month or so, maybe a little bit longer than a month.
Whenever the Mandalorian finally came off.
Yeah.
Second season ended.
So I always rave and talk about Cowboy Bebop to anyone and everyone who likes or watches anime but has never seen it. I always recommend this. This is just an always a go-to.
For anybody that was up late enough to watch Family Guy and see this come on at 12 o'clock at night.
There you
know
go.
What's up?
There you go.
Tsunami Gang, what's up?
So, I said to Tyler, would you want to watch Cowboy Bebop with me, and go through, because, correct me if I'm wrong, you said you watched an episode or two here and there on Toonami.
Yeah, I would try to and catch like a few half of an episode or something like that. I remember the one episode with like the kid that was like part part gangster or something like that, and like Spike was teaching him how to like do like the fluid motion thing, like thinking without feeling and all that.
Yeah. With the Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I saw that one. I actually watched.
Yeah.
I actually watched that episode the next day. We played dodgeball in middle school, and I kicked ass. Everybody thought I was a ghost. It was cool as shit.
So
Monster, not a sponsor. Unleash that beast. Watch that episode and release that beast.
So, I thought it would be cool because I own the complete series on DVD and the movie.
Yeah.
I thought it would be cool.
Can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
Of course, you won't know which one is where the movie fits into the series either without looking it up.
Exactly. True facts. I had to do that.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cool to actually sit down with him and go through and actually watch the whole series with him and the movie. And then, after doing so, because we literally just finished watching The Real Folk Blues, parts 1 and 2, which is episodes 25 and 26.
The season finale.
Exactly.
Series finale.
Exactly. And so I thought it would be cool and different to
actually do an interview on your channel of somebody else.
Yes. Pretty much, because
my first interview.
Because
and I only have 13 subscribers. Why don't we bump up them numbers, huh?
Because I myself have already previously reviewed Cowboy Bebop, the series, the movie, and the mangas. Both, well, no, scratch that. The one manga, Shooting Star.
Lies.
And so I thought it would be cool hearing what you thought of watching Bebop through the whole series for the first time and the movie. And so I am going to call this video from a different point of view, you reviewing Cowboy Bebop instead of me.
I'm glad you're not saying in the mind of Game & Watch, because this would not be a good episode.
No. So it's going to be Mr. Game & Squatch reviews Cowboy Bebop.
Yay! Alright, well, it's hard because I never had the spotlight before.
So I'm not really going to talk, and he's going to do most of the talking.
Crippling anxiety. Well, I thought it was good. That's the end of my review.
It was good. The end.
That's all you need to know. It was good. Go get it yourself and watch it. I really don't need to tell you how it is. Y'all already know what's up. You saw how it is. Yeah, in my own opinion, I actually loved it. I really looked forward to being able to have him come over and seeing it every night. There were some episodes that definitely hit hard though. Like
yeah.
The one episode with the guy I was just talking about, that that same episode, he had passed away at the end of it. Not to spoil it.
Waltz Ravenous.
That's
the
it.
name of that episode.
Yes. And when the sister was like, I want to see my brother after the surgery, because she was blind and she was able to see afterwards, and it's like, I want to see my brother, and he wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that
major
hit.
feels.
Oh yeah.
The very end. I'm not gonna spoil it. The series finale. I'm not gonna spoil that.
I'm not even gonna lie. Again,
I mean,
me too.
I saw it the one night on TV and seen what happened, and I'm like, wow, how are they gonna recover from that? And then they started playing over the actual the theme song, and you know, at the end of every anime, when they start playing the original theme song or credit music or whatever in
Mm-hmm.
a slower tone, you
Mm-hmm.
know it's the end.
Yep. Yep.
I was like, no, don't take this away from me. So yeah, I really liked it. Uh, Faye, if you're watching, my waifu, please love me. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this
How
for anybody that wants like a nice drama and good comedic relief here or there as well. That's not Jar Jar Banks.
this
That's stupid.
this actually Cowboy Bebop of the animes. This is actually considered one of the gateway animes,
Oh, definitely.
and I
Because it's not really following any set storyline. It's more of like a anthology, I guess I would say, because it's just multiple stories put into a series, and yeah, they make some callbacks to a different episode or a backstory and explain the backstory of a characters. But other than that, it's really just a series of stories and events that they've gone through, um, leading up to the very end. So, but I definitely recommend it. I liked it, especially I love how heavily music titles and
yeah.
different artists and stuff play into it as well.
Yeah, with
And you'll find yourself liking jazz.
yeah, I did. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, because
Some freeform jazz.
yeah, because you got episodes that are named "Sympathy for the Devil,"
Bohemian Rhapsody.
"Toys in the Attic," "Bohemian Rhapsody." Those are actual songs.
Yep.
And I love that they did that. So with how I do all my reviews, how would you sum up Cowboy Bebop, like as a synopsis? How would you like?
Mm. That's a very good question because it's hard to put it into one or two words. It's hard to put it into a phrase because in itself it's its own entity of understanding.
It is.
It's not like it's not like Shippuden or
No.
Dragon Ball where
Oh,
it's like
no.
oh man, you watch Dragon Ball, cool, you're a cool kid. This is more of those like, you watched Cowboy. Who paid you to say that? Like you're almost sitting there. You're almost sitting there like holding a cigarette like, Bebop. That's a name I haven't heard in years. That's what this kind of is. It's like because it is reasonably old. This is from like the 90s, correct?
1990. I want to say 1998.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's as old as me.
Yeah, it's as old as both of us.
Yeah, 98. I believe so.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain, even though I can't find a year on it. I'm pretty sure
it's 98.
1990s.
At least that's when it first aired.
Originally,
But
yes.
yeah, I mean seriously, yeah, it's just like, that's a name I haven't heard in years.
kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Of course I know that anime because it's me. It resonates with your soul. I mean, it really does because over time you start to feel for the characters.
You bond with these characters. They become
Bond with me, Jimmy.
Yeah, yes, bond.
Bond with us, Bebop.
They start out as Spike, Jet, Faye, Ed, and Ein, and they're just all.
It doesn't even start out as all of them.
Actually,
It starts off as Spike and Jet, and then Faye, and then Ein, and then Ed.
Yeah, and at first they're just all the complete opposites, and it's like they don't belong with each other.
As every typical story goes.
Exactly, and then over the course of the whole series, they just bond with each other.
Especially that last episode with Faye, where she now suddenly is like, this is my only family. This is all I have to go with.
Yes, the Real Folk Blues Part 2.
That, especially, like I said, I'm not trying to reveal anything, but prepare yourself. Try and, desensitize you with the last episode of Clone Wars. Get yourself feels going.
Yes.
Get yourself feels ready. Yes. Get your energy drink to feel as manly as you can. Because you're going to cry like a bitch.
Yes. I'm okay with saying this on camera. You know, I don't really care who hears this.
I mean, you're putting it on the internet. You're open to judgment as
Oh,
is
oh, oh,
already.
yeah, no, I know, and I really could, I don't care.
Yeah.
Y'all can say and think what you want. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't cry, like, at all, except for maybe funerals.
I don't even cry at funerals.
Y- y- well,
Honestly, the only time I ever really cry is when I'm listening to a song and I imagine myself on America's Got Talent, and then I cry at the fact that I know I'm never gonna do it. That's when I cry. Other than
okay,
that, my mom could die tomorrow and I won't cry. I'll be crying on the inside, but I don't physically cry.
okay, you
And
are.
at the end of the series finale for Clone Wars, I cried at that. Other than that, yeah.
Oh, all right. So
Don't feel as emotionally heartless as I am.
anyway, before he got very heartless.
Oh, I never had one, so it doesn't matter.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I am not one to cry at a lot of things. When I first watched Cowboy Bebop, the anime series, straight through, I teared up at the end. I'm not even gonna lie. At the end,
I mean, yeah, I got a little choked up, but I wasn't like.
no,
"Oh my God."
I wasn't bawling my eyes out. I did tear up though. I'm not gonna lie. Clone Wars. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna lie to you. At the end of season 7 of the Clone Wars, I had tears.
Oh, definitely.
I
Yeah.
had tears, and I could not control myself.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were coming out, whether I wanted them to or not.
I think the biggest part I cried at was when they had the helmets on the stakes, with the music that
Yep.
was playing
Yep.
over it.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Now, there is only one other thing that comes to my mind that I have cried at, and ironically, it's the ending of Wolf's Rain.
Mm.
It just rips your freaking heart out, and if you're able to watch it and not cry, you're a lot stronger man than me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. Do we really measure masculinity by the lack of crying?
I don't know.
Is
But
that how society runs anymore? Or is it by if you can cry?
I don't know.
Are you more of a leave a comment? Leave a comment whether you're more of a man if you don't cry or if you can cry.
But either way, all I know is I cannot watch Wolf's Rain all the way through without crying. I just can't. That ending, it just hits me like a pound of bricks, and it rips my friggin' heart out every time.
But to bring it back to the subject, Cowboy Bebop,
Yes.
not so much. But it
No.
does tap your feels though.
It is,
really does.
It is, yes. It hits you in the feels.
I mean, come on. They look like goddamn records.
They do. They really do, and I love that the DVDs are like that too. Okay, so what else can we talk about? Okay, you know what? Since I think we're pretty much said enough about the series,
The movie.
the movie.
The movie. That
Which-
is a mind shit and a half.
So in the U.S., it was just called Cowboy Bebop the movie. In Japan, however, it is actually called Cowboy Bebop Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I got the CD right over there.
And for that reason of that song, I'm assuming is why they changed it.
I'm pretty sure that was Guns N' Roses, correct?
I believe so, yes. Other than that, what did you think of Bebop the movie?
Like I said, big mind fuck at the end of it. Not to get you demonetized or whatever.
No, that's
Discredited
okay.
or whatever. Yeah, big mind fuck at the end of it.
I purposely
Because
wanted
the whole thing with it, like the man who was constantly living as if life was a dream,
Vincent.
and then the Vincent, and then the very end of it, like none of it mattered because it was possibly a dream, possibly wasn't. Was it really a dream? We don't know, and for that is why I sleep and don't fall asleep till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm left wondering whether it really was a dream. Is all of this really a dream?
Are you living in the real world?
Well, I already know this is all a simulation. I noticed the glitches, and
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, well,
It's just my server's Wi-Fi sucks.
well, that answers that then.
They still use fucking Internet Explorer for me.
Oh, that's the worst.
You get Chrome, and I get you get at least Firefox. I get fucking Chrome.
Firefox.
I get fucking Internet Explorer.
But yeah. So, any other thoughts? You liked the group of old people in this.
Oh my god, that was great. When they brought in the old people flying the old planes too, yes.
Yeah, that was
definitely.
That was great.
Oh my god, I love that the old people throw. They keep throwing them in every year. That's probably the only recurring thing in the entire series is the old people.
Yep.
That's the only continuity you got.
Yep.
But even then, brings up the question of was it really all a dream then? If all these old guys, these same 3 old guys, just happen to be appearing on like every freaking step of the way.
I mean, that's a good point. But I thought that was cool. It was always the same.
Especially the last episode when Julia, her last words were, "It was all a dream," and he's like, "Always has been."
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, I know. It makes you think. And this anime, along with that, to me, is also one of those where you have to pay attention and watch.
Oh, definitely.
If you don't, then you're just not going to get it.
Oh yeah.
And you're probably going to be even more dazed and confused than even if you did pay attention and watch it.
Then you're going to be a hater.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand it. You ain't got the IQ level to comprehend it. You got the IQ level of a fucking McNugget. Okay? You need to understand this. Go back to school. Better yourself.
Okay, I don't know where that just came from.
I don't either.
Okay, DJ Khaled.
Somebody's just playing DJ Khaled in the server room right now.
Yeah, there you go. So, any other last thoughts on the movie?
Watch it. Join the army.
Okay.
Eric Andre fans, you know what's up.
So, going back to Bebop the series.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Did you have a favorite character?
Ooh, that's hard.
If you had to pick one, do you have a favorite character, or did you just like all of them together as a group?
I liked Ein.
Really?
Yeah, he's an adorable little corgi. What the fuck's not to like about him? I was hoping I could try and stall it because I really couldn't pick a favorite character. I liked them all. But I liked Ein. I like dogs.
Okay.
Then it would go Faye. And then Ed. And then Spike. And then Jeff.
Okay. But your favorite is Ein?
Yes.
Okay. So, favorite character was Ein.
Because
Okay.
it's a dog.
I mean...
That somehow is sentient enough to understand human intelligence, yet they never explain that through the series. I never understood how you've managed to find that out.
Oh, what? How Ein could interpret?
Yeah.
He was experimented on by scientists.
But how'd you know that, though? It wasn't in the series.
It was in that episode where they found him.
Well, then it shows how much I pay. Pay attention.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll join the army.
Okay. Did you have a favorite episode?
Oh.
Of the 26? Because
I have to say the first episode of Faye's backstory has to be my favorite, which when they first get the it wasn't VHS,
Beta.
It was beta tape, and with her talking to her future self as her past self, as if it was a wholly separate, different person, because, I'll spoil it a little bit for the character. Faye doesn't know her backstory because she was cryogenically frozen after a accident. So when she got this tape, which nobody really knows how it got sent to her either.
It was just mysteriously.
So Reason just showed up, and they had to learn about Beta. They had to learn about VHS, actually, because it was such a long ago thing, even though VHS was the only option in the 90s, for as far as we know. So when she's sitting there talking about, the past Faye is talking in the tape to future Faye about, don't let me disappear, don't forget about me. Right there. That was one of the ones I came close to crying at, because she did. She forgot about herself.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, it was like...
So...
Real men don't cry!
So
I'm good.
I'm not sure if that episode was My Funny Valentine or if it was Hard Luck Woman. I'm thinking it was My Funny Valentine because that episode was further in the series. Hard Luck Woman was the episode right before the Real Folk Blues. I don't remember
No,
that.
yeah, no.
Okay,
It was the earlier one.
Yeah, it's got to be My Funny Valentine then.
Yep, My Funny Valentine definitely the one because, like I said, it was very, very emotional. That one hit me harder than the one I was talking about before with the girl. Like, I want to see my brother and he's dead.
Waltz for Venus.
Yeah, that one.
Episode, yeah.
So that would definitely be my second one. Would be Waltz for Venus.
Okay.
Definitely My Funny Valentine. Yes, that one is my favorite.
Okay.
Not because Faye's my waifu or anything, but that one was hit very hard.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. I totally. I like that answer. That was
What would be yours then? I didn't get to watch your video yet. Maybe post a link about it and
you know what?
I can for yourself.
I can.
In case anybody else hasn't seen it yet.
If you haven't seen my review of Cowboy Bebop the series or the movie, because I did it in 2 separate videos, I will link them at the end of this video.
There you go.
Okay, so what would be my favorite episode of the?
Well, you gotta leave it a mystery so they go watch the video.
Actually, I don't even know if in that video I said what my favorite episode would be. So, okay.
I didn't watch it.
You know what? It was so long ago, I don't remember, to be quite honest with you. My favorite episode of Bebop, if I had to choose one, I really liked. I really liked the episode "Toys in the Attic," where they spoofed it off of Alien.
That is a good one too.
I really like the Toys in the Attic episode, but then I also really like the episodes that are centered around Jet Black and his backstory. So
those are good too.
Black Dog Serenade, Boogie Woogie Feng Shui, right? That was Feng Shui. That was the other one with him. Yeah. You know, and then there's Ballad of Fallen Angels.
That is an iconic episode right there.
Yeah, and
they made a Funko Pop out of it.
They did.
Funko's scene out of it.
And I have it because it's awesome.
That is a very good one.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna go with my gut, and again, because I don't even remember what I said in that video because I did it so long ago. But I always had a soft spot for the Jet Black episodes, so I'm gonna go with Black Dog Serenade as my personal favorite Bebop
and that's the first
episode.
one, and that's the first one that explains how he got his robot arm, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yay.
Yes.
I'm recollecting.
Yes, that would be correct. Yes, because then right after that was Mushroom Samba, and then Speak Like a Child. Yes. So yeah, I would go with Black Dog Serenade. You know, really tough choice for me because it's like they're all good. It's I don't really think there's a bad episode of Cowboy Bebop.
I couldn't say I hated one of them. There wasn't one. There wasn't one that I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Why did they do this? No, they were all perfect within themselves. Whatever the guy's name is that wrote this thing,
Shinichiro Watanabe.
Freaking genius. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, just like if this thing should have been just as big as a hit as like He-Man, because it was under the same circumstances that Bandai was like, hey, make us a TV show so we can sell toys and make money. Okay. And he makes a fucking banger of a fucking show for it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He literally could have just beat one out onto a piece of paper and done whatever, and they would have just been fine with it. But no, he shit out gold.
Oh yeah.
He shit out fucking gold.
Yeah, no, he really did a masterpiece.
Oh, absolutely. I just wish there was more to it, not just 26 episodes.
I know, right? That was
he literally could have kept going with it, but you know what? I think it's good that they also had it.
That was exactly how I felt my first time watching it. I wanted more, and so then that was why I bought the mangas, and that kind of filled the gap, sort of.
Nothing can fill the gap in my soul.
There is a PlayStation 1 game.
Really?
But it was only made in Japan.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah. I think there might have been a PS2 game, but I think I know for certain there was a PS1 game made.
Damn Japanese.
I don't know if it's any good.
We should nuke them again.
But
maybe they can make better hentai then.
Okay then. We're just gonna
We're gonna skip through that.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend that he didn't just say that, and yeah.
It's 11:30 at night.
It is. In our defense, okay. We watched this English dubbed. What did you think of the English dub?
I think it's good, both because I haven't heard the Japanese of it.
Okay,
so I can't compare. Fair. I can't compare the two of them, fair. But I think it was good.
Okay.
There wasn't any moment that it was like, oh, you could tell they just dubbed over it, you know.
Yeah,
and it was definitely good.
The reason why I wanted to ask,
especially you can't go wrong with Steve Bloom.
Oh no, fucking Steve Bloom, man.
Fucking Steve Bloom.
Yeah. The reason why I asked you that is because this is one of very few animes where the English dub is praised and recommended that you watch this English dubbed instead of English subtitled. And
definitely.
I 100% agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I know I must have said that in my original review, and I still stand by that.
I back it. I back it then.
Yeah, oh, okay.
The remembering burp.
What did you think of the music used in Cowboy Bebop?
I never thought I would find myself liking jazz.
I am so glad you said that, because that was my that was my exact reaction.
Well, you know,
I had the exact same reaction.
Well, it's kind of funny. I've been noticing this about myself since high school. Once you're kind of taken out of the environment of like trying to fit in with the fabs and what's norm and you know all this bullshit, you really start to discover yourself a little bit more, because I find myself going from fucking Slaughter to Prevail and Slipknot and Five Finger Death Punch to The Weeknd in about a minute and a half.
That's crazy.
I'll go from that, then like Johnny Cash if I feel depressed or something like that, and then Drake, and then Stone Sour or something like that. Back to Slaughter to Prevail in like the episode of The Office. Parkour.
I love that episode.
I feel myself jumping down like Dwight, going from Slaughter to Prevail into the dumpster down into freaking listening to The Weeknd. But yes, definitely, I like the music they did, both with the jazz and then whatever the girl that sung and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the music. There was not a bad track in this thing.
You got the opening theme, Tank, which is performed by Yoko Kanno and her band, the Seatbelts, which I think is just a masterpiece.
It probably sounds cooler in Japanese, the Seatbelts.
Because
I mean, come on, how hype are you gonna be to go to a concert? Yo, man, you ready to go to this concert? Yeah, I can't wait to see the Seatbelts. They really praise safety.
Aside from you got Tank, the opening theme, and then the ending theme is just called the Real Folk Blues.
Yes.
Although for some reason that was never dubbed in English. It's only, and throughout Bebop and even online, I can't even find it in English online. So it's only English subtitled.
Well, it's probably better that it's not,
because
it does still have English in it.
It does.
Saying Real Folk Blues, but then starts back to Japanese. I think it's fine as is. I don't think it needs a dub at all.
Oh no, I've loved it ever since I first heard it.
Oh yeah.
And then from there, like you pointed out, there's a lot of jazz music played throughout the series. And then, from jazz, there's some Western, there's a little bit of pop, but very minor.
Yeah, like jazz, or like a Japanese pop, I should say.
Exactly. And then...
John Williams. That's another one I can go from. Listening Slaughter to Prevail to John Williams.
There you go. John freaking Williams.
John freaking Williams.
And then...
Thank you, Star Wars.
Yes. And then there's...
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! John Williams over in the corner playing a flaming trumpet.
There you go.
And a burning piano.
A flaming trumpet and burning
Y'all
piano.
know the memes.
Oh, God. Okay. Then, you go from the opening theme to the ending theme to then jazz music. You got Yoko Kanno. And then there's Steve Conti, who... I don't hear a lot of people ever mention his name. He did perform songs in Bebop. I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head, but he did sing at least a couple of songs in Bebop. I know I know his music more for Wolf's Rain, because he actually sings the opening theme.
Yeah.
And then he sings a couple other songs. But he also did do he did make music for Bebop because him and Yoko Kanno are actually like that, and that's why both of them have music from both of them in it, which I love that. I think it's great. Uh, what else is there to talk about? I mean, I think we pretty much covered all there is. I mean,
We could sit here for an hour and a half talking
Oh.
about it. There's just so much goodness about it.
there is.
I mean,
There-
seriously, I literally can't say a
there
bad
really
thing about
is.
it.
Oh.
Besides the fact that it ended.
Exactly. And that I do remember. I did say that in my original review. I definitely.
And I
did
didn't
say
even
that.
see it. That's how good it is.
Yeah,
Everybody can come
it
to
is.
the same
It is.
conclusion that the only bad thing is that it ended.
Exactly. Now,
And you're going to carry that weight with you.
yes, yes, you are.
Watch it and see the final, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Now, I'm gonna end this, or we're gonna end this video.
Oh man, I wanted to keep going. Screw you. You can end it. You can end it, and I'll keep going. I'm just kidding. I don't want to go. I want to go to bed. I want to go cry about the fact that it ended.
That you're gonna carry that weight.
I already have enough on my depression.
I'm gonna end this video by saying why I actually wanted to make this video and what the reason was, and I came to him explaining this. So I watched multiple review videos on YouTube of other people talking about and reviewing Cowboy Bebop and Wolf's Rain. And yes, I realize I'm not holding it, but that's okay. You get the picture anyway. And in each review, no two people said the same thing. It was always something different, and then if it wasn't something different, they pointed out something new that I didn't notice or know of was a reference to something. And so every person's review that I watched always brought and added something new to it. So I was like, since this is your first official time watching this, I think it would be really cool if we made and recorded a video of your experience talking about and watching the whole series and the movie and getting your take on it instead of me, because we've already gotten that. But
Yeah, it's only your channel, so nobody cares about what you think.
yeah, 115 subscribers.
Yeah, who cares? You're only a celebrity. Nobody cares about your opinion.
Yeah. So
You're only a minor celebrity. Some people care about your opinion.
Minor, very minute.
Some people care about your opinion.
Maybe. So that was really the main reason I had for wanting to make this episode, and I'm so glad that you were all for it and were willing to go along with it, and we could record this in actually your house. This isn't my house. And
Yeah, we're in the Squatch Den.
we are.
Welcome to the Squatch Den, by the way.
So this has gone in pretty much exactly how I would have wanted it to. I can't complain at all, and I'm so glad that now you have finally seen Cowboy Bebop all the way through and the movie, and I'm just so glad you enjoyed it.
Yay.
So I don't really think, for a final rating, I don't think you could give it anything else but a perfect.
Oh, I'll give it a 15 out of 10. Oh, yeah.
There you go, ladies and
I'll
gentlemen.
deduct a point for it ending.
You
You hurt my feelings, Watanabe.
Watanabe-san.
You hurt my feelings, Watanabe-chan. You hurt my feelings. So you're only getting a 14 out of 10.
Well, there you go, folks. You heard it from him. 14 out of 10.
Yeah, I only have like 13 subscribers, so that means my opinion actually matters. But it's on the internet, so who gives a fuck anyway?
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. If you want to check out Tyler's channel, I will link it at the end of this video.
It would be really great to tell my therapist.
And he's going to go cry in a corner now. And
Keep coughing.
okay, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check out my channel too, please.
Please check out his channel before he possibly kills himself.
Is it really a possibility anymore? Carry that weight with you.
You're going to carry that weight.
You're going to carry that weight.